one of the most anticipated debuts in North Wrestling, I would say, in KRIS Wolf. When we announced that KRIS Wolf was going to be joining us for North Wrestling's A New Era, the reaction was sensational. I imagine a lot of people packed into this building to see that lady here tonight.
Absolutely, you can hear the crowd reaction as well. Well, not everybody here was here to see her originally. Now they're definitely drinking her Kool-Aid.
She's going to make many new friends tonight and a lot more drinking from the Kool-Aid. And little Miss ROXXY is...
ROXXY's one of them that's not impressed.
ROXXY and KRIS Wolf having a crotch chop off to start the night.
Oh, it's a universal language. Comment on this.
Warming up the thighs for a crotch chop. There we go. John Myers, honest John Myers, having to inspect the tail of KRIS Wolf as well. We're not entirely sure whether the tail of KRIS Wolf is a weak spot or an illegal weapon. We're not sure where we stand on the rule book on this one, but we're going to find out.
I'm sure we will go with the referee's decision after last match, when we know that Jumpin' John can now be bought for the Best of Stardom DVD. We'll just see how it goes.
KRIS Wolf, of course, made a name for herself in Stardom Wrestling. She's been a part of Pro Wrestling Eve, a part of Ring of Honor. Both KRIS Wolf and little Miss ROXXY started their wrestling roughly the same time a few years ago. Their paths couldn't have been any different. Any more different, I should say. And off we go. KRIS Wolf stalking little Miss ROXXY.
Doing my research on that, KRIS Wolf will start life as a photographer for being into wrestling. So you can tell just from the image alone, she's very focused on how she looks, how she appears, very conscious, and that's ROXXY. Something that they share. Maybe she just wears a tail to comfortable. Oh, there, yeah, checking her out, yeah. She's the mise en scène, reform.
I think she's eyeing up some rump steak.
Oh, right, yeah,
courtesy of Miss ROXXY tonight.
Take a photo of her, then eat it.
And Miss ROXXY does not want a handshake. Straight in there with a grapple. And we get underway. Collar and elbow tie-up. And Miss ROXXY, this is a very, very, very weird place for Miss ROXXY to be in, where she's probably the tallest. It doesn't happen very often.
Very fluid.
KRIS Wolf manoeuvring around. How do you even begin, Matthew, to predict somebody like KRIS Wolf, who comes out with a tail and a wolf's head?
Very nice counter. I'm sorry, I'm getting struck by the action here. I have no clue whatsoever, but however, little Miss ROXXY being essentially the Tyneside female wrestler, I think she holds that record. I'm going to say she is, because I'm a commentator. Oh, take that into scissors.
Beautiful head scissors.
I'll go back to my thought. That she has to be prepared for any challenge. Little, large, Japan, America, Sunderland. Oh, and the background, the little Miss ROXXY outside of wrestling, the pole dancing, the oh, wait.
And there we have it! KRIS Wolf!
Oh, she's still there!
KRIS Wolf getting a main course in North Wrestling!
Wolf by name, wolf by nature. Snapmare.
ROXXY's going to have teeth marks on that cheek for several weeks to come.
Wait, what? Oh no, it's just getting silly.
Big kick to the back of little Miss Wolfie, and a kick to the front as well.
Took the heat off. Oh, getting to keep that.
Ooh, straight into the solar plexus of little Miss ROXXY.
Sure.
Let's call it that.
Now, an incredibly unorthodox style here by KRIS Wolf. Even more so we're expecting someone with a wolf tail sticking out of her.
ROXXY's looking up, dazed and confused. Emphasis on the confused. In the last 30 seconds, she's had a bum bitten.
She's loving this. I'm sorry, Tom.
This is a wacky night out in Newcastle. KRIS Wolf going to town with double knees to the chest of little Miss ROXXY.
I mean, ROXXY was expecting the rest of the match. She can deal with that, no problem.
I don't think she was expecting this. If she was, she would have worn more padding.
I'm expecting to get yiffed. Like that one CSI episode. Oh, very low drop kick.
A double yiff, if you will.
that's not. And ROXXY having to deal with her crotch getting worked over. And how are we going to deal with this, Tom, without sounding weird?
Whatever happens, we are sounding like two creepy men in a dark room watching a woman get kicked in the crotch. There is no way around this. KRIS Wolf, who has got the North Faithful in the palm of her hand, taking to the air. Perfect!
Oh my God, the fans!
Diving into the North Faithful.
Oh no.
KRIS Wolf is on fire at the riverside.
And I'm just wiping herself into her. Oh no.
And a drink for little Miss ROXXY, who hasn't the faintest idea what is going on.
I hope those were those fans that showed up just to see KRIS Wolf, just to get knocked out in power.
You pay for that sort of thing on Craigslist.
Come on, Tom. Think of the reputations we used to have. Now KRIS Wolf, very happy doing whatever the hell it is she's doing. Ooh, ROXXY sent the big pole. It's a supporting wall, don't throw it too hard.
Little Miss ROXXY, very familiar with a pole as a highly qualified pole dancer. Not in that sense, though. And a handbag to the back of the head. No doubt that member of the North Faithful will have a brick in the handbag.
I'm quite thirsty.
And KRIS Wolf,
She's very thirsty. He's getting the drink of the man with the shirt.
she's had a free pint at this rate. Excellent work by KRIS Wolf. Oh, little Miss ROXXY flying back.
Oh no.
And the North Faithful get taken down once again.
Oh, those poor fans. I think they paid extra for that.
Little Miss ROXXY now getting herself together. She has had some of the most unorthodox offense upon her in the last few minutes of this match. She really needs to get back into the driving seat on this one.
Absolutely. The question is if she can adapt and overcome a bizarre offense involving handbags, tails, or still working her over. Not quite ready yet. I mean, ROXXY's got that. ROXXY, stop doing that. Momentum's on her side now, but for how long? Until KRIS Wolf whips out something from the unknown bag, brought all the way from Japan/America.
I've seen Little Miss ROXXY in some incredible matches around the country against some amazing opponents, big, small. I don't think I've ever seen Little Miss ROXXY in a match like this against an opponent like KRIS Wolf. Just a 2 count.
Knee, we say in Japan. And even if she knew about KRIS Wolf, because obviously the Stardom and all the other Japanese Yoshi promotions have their subscription services. Even if she knew what KRIS Wolf was going to come up with, I don't think she knew a counter for him anyway, because no one else does that style.
How do you call it?
I wish I knew. I'm supposed to be calling it right now, Tom.
Now, how does Little Miss ROXXY call it in the ring?
Right, I see.
We're not quite sure how to call it. We still don't know. We've been here several years now. And Little Miss ROXXY,
It feels longer.
with elbows and that incredible coverage on those legs, kicking the chest of KRIS Wolf. Perfect suplex.
A normal suplex, not involving yipping, tailing, or... No.
That was the most communal garden move we've seen in this whole match, I do believe. And the North Faithful completely 100% behind the debutant, behind KRIS Wolf, whose hunt for meat has brought her to the banks of the River Tyne tonight.
Depending on Little Miss ROXXY, that's for sure. And if you're somebody who's watching this match because you're a big KRIS Wolf fan, don't sleep on ROXXY. She's oh, big knee there. Oh, beautiful combination.
ROXXY might be about to go to sleep on that though. 2 counts.
ROXXY able to over...
Big running knee to Little Miss ROXXY.
Oh no, don't get pinned.
And a 2 count.
Little Miss ROXXY's good, right?
And we're now learning that Matthew Gregg is a Little Miss ROXXY super fan.
I'm just trying to say, there's been a lot of people watching this from all over the world through the pivot chair that...
Scorpion kick! She calls it the scorpion kick, right to
It had
the
no effect!
enziguri by KRIS Wolf!
Oh, I'm very surprised she was able to nail that scorpion kick, made famous by the Colombian goalkeeper, and had no effect whatsoever on KRIS Wolf.
Wolf just shook it off and said, here you go, stitch this. Big enziguri to the face of Little Miss ROXXY, and both of these incredible competitors are down. Back on their feet, and now they're exchanging hard rights and lefts.
There may not be titles online during this match, But both women go back to their respective areas and say that they're going to win over the other one. Because that in itself is a bragging right in women's wrestling.
North Wrestling has become one of these places that if you get a win in North Wrestling, it can take you places.
That's it. Oh, boy, midsection. Oh,
roll through by Chris, and there's the tail. It's got him by the tail.
Completely legal tail grab. Backdrop suplex. Shades of Gavin Lewis. Might be it. I mean,
so, to answer the question earlier on, is the tail a weak spot or an illegal weapon? I think it could be a weak spot.
absolutely did not help her there.
It just caused her to fall back into a perfect backdrop by Little Miss ROXXY. ROXXY muscling her up now with a forward Samoan drop.
Some sort of waistland. Oh, double foot stomp. Elevated position. Oh, nowhere for the body to go apart from down. Still only 2 though.
Kris Wolf looks like she's in a lot of pain. That's going to really do damage on the back. That plus that menacing backdrop from just a few moments ago. But the North Faithful, they know where their allegiance lies, and it is with Kris Wolf.
Absolutely, Kris Wolf made a tour of the UK. Nice to remember that Newcastle exists, like many bands. Will be there tours of the UK.
Absolutely.
As many wins as possible. Oh, explode a suplex. Very quickly done.
Kris Wolf exploding Little Miss ROXXY, and she's
very happy for some water. Some council pop. Wait, what's happening there?
And pouring the water into...
Very relaxed rules here.
Pouring the water into the face of Little Miss ROXXY, that would wake you up, surely.
Yeah, I'm sure at this point you'd love that.
Unless it was straight vodka, very likely.
Oh, Shining Wizard.
Shiniest wizard of them all by Kris Wolf. Just a 2 count. ROXXY earning her way around the ring and grabbing that rope to break it.
That veteran instinct kicking in. Kris Wolf not daunted. Immediately setting up another move.
Oh, well, they say wolves don't fly. You watch this wolf take off. Double foot stop. No.
Wolf.
Backcracker.
Oh, she flew.
Breaking the back of Kris Wolf. Like an inside straight, rolling through it. Oh my God!
All of her weight on there, and that's good enough for the win.
Here is your winner, Little Miss ROXXY.
I've never seen a pinning combination like that before. Incredible showing by Little Miss ROXXY.
The veteran instinct in ROXXY there. Not only to make sure she was in the middle of the ring so she couldn't get the rope break, she put all of her body weight.
Oh, and look at this! A very rare show of respect between Little Miss ROXXY and her opponent, Kris Wolf.